more money. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We can't do anything about that. Yeah, I'm indecisive. Sue me. So, deal came up on Marketplace. Great frickin' deal. Speed Engineering long tubes with a hooker header back exhaust for $400. These are $379 by themselves on Speed Engineering's. So, guess what she's getting? And yes, these are for this car. They are for a 3rd gen Firebird Camaro. So yeah, we're changing the exhaust again. Okay, let's get at it. Well, y'all, realistically, first thing we need to do is pull these manifolds off, pull the whole exhaust off too. So probably start by, if I'm up here, I'm going to pull these plug wires off because they need to come off because the manifolds go around them, and I should have enough room over there, and pop all this stuff off and see what the heck we can do. I'm pretty sure these are going to have to go in from the bottom, at least on the driver's side, that's for sure. A lot of people are saying these fit pretty good, so we'll see if they're telling the truth. Let's get at it. Alright, we got her all jacked up. I'm going to climb under there and undo this exhaust. Maybe. Yeah. At least I made it simple enough, I guess, huh? Well, y'all, now we gotta get our manifold out of there. So we'll go along, get these bolts out, try to slide her out of there. Yeah, don't bend up your gasket. Yeah. I feel like these are still a good thing to hold on to, though, in case you want to, you know, turbo something. All that's off, and I think we have to cut that ear off our trans. Here, I'll show you. See how that ear sticks out right there? I think we gotta cut that guy off. Alright, y'all, so I got our manifold out, our plugs out. Some stuff moved out of our way. These fuel lines loose and out of the way, kind of. I'm gonna see if I can slide this in through the top, but I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest with you. But we will try. I just didn't want to bang up the spark plugs and stuff, you know. That's all. Holy crap. They went in. That's what she said. Let's put a couple just bolts in here without a gasket. I think I see an issue down there. Yep, we're gonna have to. Got to trim our bell housing for the trans. Well, we cut that ear off. So let's slide this guy back down in there. I think I seen an issue with the O2 sensor, so let's see what the hay happens here. We could squeak this guy back down in here. That'd be nice. Remember how? This out of the way. Maybe? Yep, that's fine. It's good. It's in there at least. I honestly was worried, oh boy, about this O2 sensor. But look at that, man. It just sneaks by. A little nervous about this being so close. We may have to give it a wrap, or maybe hit this bracket up more so it's out of the way of that. But for right now, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it clears. If not, we'll make something. All right, we got them all bolted in on the driver's side. I have to tighten some bolts up and stuff, but we got all the plugs in, and I'm gonna tell you what, they're a little pain to start screwing in there because the kind of manifold or the header gets in your way, but the fitment ain't too bad really. You're just gonna have to do plugs when this thing's cold, because you got to kind of slide your hand up under this thing all the way to the fourth, or the back, the back furthest spark plug. So I'm gonna wrap this side up, and you'll probably be able to see more on the passenger side. Actually, we're gonna have to get a plug wire for that or something. We have to try to figure out something or make something for that. But we could probably run it like that for a little bit, you know, like a minute. If the driver slides in, then this side should, right? One can hope. Maybe. I got a friggin' glove, maybe. All right, y'all, so looks like, oh geez, I'm falling. We're gonna have to make something for this spark plug and that one over there. Probably gonna have to make a 90 degree, or maybe they sell a 90 degree one. I'm sure they do. And we'll have to run that on there, because that is not good for longevity. It is, that boot will burn up. Even if you put one of those like heat shields on there. Do I look like I'm smoked? Because I am. Anyway, even if you put one of those heat shields on there, it's gonna it'll frickin' melt it. It's gonna melt it. So we got to get something for those. Probably best if we, with headers, they're a lot hotter than a actual a lot hotter than a manifold, so would probably be better. It's pretty much safe getting those boots that go around this here, around all those, just so that they don't burn up over time. So I'm gonna grab the keys, and I've been waiting for this. Have you? We're gonna see what this girl sounds like with open headers, long tubes, baby. Okay, this is probably gonna be loud. Sound like a tractor no more. Thank God. Alright, y'all. Well, there you go. Little open header action. We gotta come out another day to get the actual those spark plug wires messed with, and then get the rest of the exhaust on, which is gonna suck. I'll see you in a couple days. Alright, y'all. So back on the exhaust here, and got our pipes. We got our one pipe's up on there. We ended up getting all our clamps on, so I'm gonna try to maybe stick you under here and see if you can see anything, but if not, I'll show you kind of when we get everything kind of loose and almost done, I guess you'd say. All right, y'all, so in this kit I had to call Holly and get these, but they want you to space the panhard bar. Is that what that is? I think that's what it is. Anyway, one of these track bars down some, so that it I don't know, so that I have enough room, I guess, over on this side to get the exhaust through. So I'm gonna get these bolts out. I got these from Holly, and in the instructions it tells you what bolts you need. So we'll pop those off and pop these in. I'm pretty sure these are 15s. I don't know if I can get in here with this though. Yes. Hopefully his rear end don't do nothing crazy. I'm gonna say it shouldn't, really. Oh, great. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say, God, do we have to freaking bend it down hard or something? That would have been annoying. Let's get a little bolt in here. Let's do the back one first. Pop our washer on here, slide this guy up here, line him up. All right, let's do some other ones. Those are, you think they're 15 still? No, they're 16s, I think. What the fudge? Heave ho. Why? This stupid thing's in the way? That ain't going nowhere. Alright, so let's slide the rest of the exhaust on. Well, you guys, see how these are? They're just distant cousins, you know? So, unfortunately, what I ended up finding out was Holly, with this Hooker Blackheart exhaust that I got, Holly made a, well, Hooker, but Holly, really. Made this cross member for the transmission, for the exhaust to actually run through. Because the problem we were having was these two pipes that come past the actual, that come off the headers and back, were just banging right into that. And obviously you can see that's just a straight bar across, and this guy kind of tucks up in there. So if we wanted this exhaust to work at all, we had to get this guy. I'm not happy about it, but it'll be right. More money. So I got that guy out. I'm gonna stab this guy in there, and then I'll show you it when I'm done. Oh boy, well you guys, let me climb up under here. Oh boy. She is up in there. And now our pipe will clear. If I would have filmed that, this video would be 3 hours long. What a nightmare. Same nightmare as that one was in the previous video. Whew. It's in though, so thank God. Next day, I came out here last night and hammered on that. Really beat me up. I got the one section done, and then I had to come to do the back. Ugh. There's a couple adjustments I had to make and stuff like that, but thank God it's done. And if I would have had you under there, you probably wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway. But I'll take you under there and show you what's going on. All right, let me climb into the back here. Ooh. So you just got a kind of simple, you know, hangers and the pipe coming over this side. Hangers go in the stock locations. There's like a flat bar that goes in there, and then there's like that back mount that stays in the stock location. The clearance on the exhaust is pretty good, kind of close to that drive shaft there, but let's hope it doesn't hit. There is one thing we have to do before we start this thing up and let it run for a while, and that is plug wires with these fancy heat shields on it, because we've got a few, like I think this one over here is literally touching the header, so hopefully these will work. So I'm gonna pop these on, then I'll bring you back. What do we need here? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, how'd those get on? The other side's on too. Huh, magic. Let's start this girl up and see what the heck she sounds like. Freaking quiet now, dude. She's pretty quiet. Kind of sounds like she's got a little bit of exhaust leak up front there. But man, that is quieted her down. I'm gonna give her a few revs. quieted her down. Hey, a full exhaust for 400 bucks. How do you beat it? Alright, y'all. Well, I don't have an in-car mount, so my hand's gonna have to do over here. I got the GoPro on the back of the window to hopefully maybe you can hear a little bit of it. I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's pretty freaking quiet in the car. I'll tell you what. Just gonna do a quick spinarooey around the block. It is pretty quiet in here. Uh-oh. I knew it wasn't gonna stay. Oh man, the freaking GoPro fell. I knew it. I freaking knew it, man. Well, luckily that spoiler's there. Why? Come on, what's so hard about it? Hopefully the thing freaking stays there. And hopefully if it doesn't, the spoiler catches it. Now there's a slight exhaust leak. You can really hear the trans now. But there's a slight exhaust leak on the header side, on the passenger side header. And I'm gonna tell you, I tightened those bolts up and there was not a lot of, how you say, you know, when I had those manifolds off, the actual like aluminum from just being corroded and stuff from, you know, just corrosion and rust and all that junk. Hold on a second, we're gonna see if we can hit it here. There we go. Got a nice first gear, and hopefully that freaking GoPro stays on there now. But like I said, there was a little bit of you know, there's definitely a bunch of corrosion on that head where it was like kind of pitted and stuff like that. So that's honestly could be where our leaks kind of coming from, because, you know, we can't do anything about that. Maybe one day I'll try to pull them off and like redo the actual, see if I can maybe adjust the manifold or the header gasket or something like that. But yeah, man, this thing sounds pretty good in here. You can definitely hear that little bit of leak up front when you're driving. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but I surely can. But more quiet, more easy to drive, and maybe now kind of like, you know, turn into a sleeper. That's what I'm all about, baby. I like that. A little faster car with, you know, when someone doesn't think it's too fast. We got the base model trim here. So I'm all about that. Let's get back to the house. Well, y'all, successful test drive. This exhaust is definitely a lot more quiet, which is good. Adds for comfortability of driving and stuff like that, especially on the highway, an hour to the track. Exhaust didn't fall off when we were driving, so that's also good. But I think maybe in the future we'll add some like cutouts, electronic cutouts maybe. We'll see how much they are. I know the eBay ones are cheap, but how long do they last? I don't know. We'll see. You know, open it up at the track. I don't really know if this is gonna take away on the power as far as it being a full-length exhaust. I would think maybe since now it's long tubes and we had manifolds on here, it flows a little bit better, so maybe it'll be a little bit faster. I'm not too sure, but pretty happy with it. I think what we're going to be doing next to this thing is the rear brakes. I do have a line lock that I may like to put on it. We'll see, just to maybe hold it better on the line so that we can, you know, get a hard hit off the line. But this thing's spinning both tires now, so I don't know what's up with that. I swear if you have an open diff, unless it welded itself together or something, it shouldn't be doing that if it's not a posi. And I had this thing up in the air, and I could spin the one wheel and the other one would spin with it. I don't know if that's like normal at doing that by itself, but I'd like to just pull the cover off and see what the heck's going on. Because if it ends up having a posi in it, because this thing's 30 years old, who knows? Somebody could have popped a posi in there, you know, at some point. We don't know. But I guess we'll find out sooner or later. But if it does have a posi, we just wasted our time going to the junkyard and getting those 28 spline axles for this thing. But either way, 28 spline axles aren't a bad thing to have. They're only made from like 3 years of this body style, so they're good to have just in case. So I mean, yeah, I like it. Unfortunately, this exhaust by Holley and Hooker, whatever you want to call it, they don't make it anymore. It took me a while to find the actual instructions for it. I think I had to go on Rick's Camaros and find it or whatever like that. I couldn't find the part number for it, and then I couldn't find the instructions. And then I had to go, ended up buying those aluminum spacer pieces for the panhard bar. I actually called Holley and they gave me those. So, and unfortunately I couldn't really get you under here to do the whole thing, but this exhaust fits pretty well for what it is. And I only paid $400 for the headers and the full exhaust. The headers alone, they're Speed Engineering headers. Go look them up. They're like $379, I think. And the exhaust itself, when it was out, I think was like $800 to $900. So that's the main reason why I put this thing on there. I mean, I think it's all stainless. So how do you beat that? But like I said, it fits pretty well. So I don't think they make this anymore. I don't even know if they make a exhaust for an LS swap 3rd gen anymore, because maybe some company does, but I don't think they make this one, and or like Holley makes another style, because they don't even have headers listed on there anymore, I don't think. Because if you go in there and enter in these body style, like any of those years, you can't really find too much exhaust for them as far as for LS swaps, which is very weird. Why would they make it and then stop? But so if you can find one, you know, secondhand, that's probably your best bet. Like I said, fits pretty good, comes with all your mounts and stuff. I'm missing a couple, but if we have to weld something, we will. But we'll wait until something falls off then, right? So yeah, hopefully soon we'll get another video on this thing. Leave a like, leave a comment if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button for me. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which is great. I've been waiting for this for a long time. We're probably about a little less than 200 off. So if you guys like the content, you want to see more, hit that subscribe, because it's going to keep coming, and we'll see where it takes us. But like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. For now, take it easy.